How can I confess my sins to God if I don't even know what they are?
Jesus Christ.
He makes a point.
Hi guys, we are Nights. I'm Ray.
And I'm Gerard.
Yo soy Julien.
Yo soy Michael.
Guys, welcome to the International Our Nights tonight. Well, guys, listen. Today we're gonna be watching episode 4, season 3. This is called Passing Through Gethsemane. Gethsemane.
Go ahead. Yep.
Yeah, I got
Gethsemane.
Gesundheit. Yeah, for sure, bro.
Passing through Germany.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Jeez, hell of a name. Casa Doom was easier to pronounce than this one. Gethsemane.
I thought you said the name. I was like, oh, okay, that's what that's.
No.
That's what you said. Passing through Casa Doom. Okay, I get it.
Well, anyway, guys, all jokes aside, we are stoked about this episode. We've eaten up the first 3 episodes. Michael was not here with the last 2 episodes, but you are caught up. You did your homework?
Yes, sir.
What'd you think?
Episode 2, I think, was the one with the bomber. Did not like it as much.
Yeah.
Episode 3 was where that one I really, really liked. I told you guys, like, they introduced not a new character. This is the character that Sinclair. What's
The bodyguard.
Yeah, the bodyguard. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that he's back and he's a total badass, as what we
I
can
got
tell.
a feeling we're gonna see him do some crazy,
yeah.
some crazy slicing and dicing.
Oh yeah,
That's what I
Jakar being Jakar as always. I love that. We got to see a little bit more of what's happening kind of in Narn right now, where it's kind of being as an apartheid by the oh my goodness, Jesus Christ, the Centauri, and now they're like have this kind of proxy government where they're gonna say that they're gonna have a Narn control it, but in reality we know it's them. And I like that this guy came out of nowhere telling, hey, Jakar, you got to go. You got to come back with us.
Yeah.
And even when he gave up his seat, the Narns were like, no.
No, that was sweet. They all went back to him
Yeah.
and they stood up for him. Again, he is too important to the cause.
Yeah.
Right
The
now,
fact that
you know?
he was willing to give his life for their families.
It was like some
very
fire
normal.
quote. The guy was like, "I'd rather die for freedom than live in slavery."
The other
That was a
that's
fire
the thing,
quote.
because
Yeah.
the other guy was convincing Jakar that he had to go because they're killing all these people. And I get him because he's there. He's on the ground. He's seeing the slaughter, right? So he's seeing all those people die, and I guess it's easy to say that he's a sellout. But if you're there, if you've seen this firsthand, and you've seen the slaughter taking place, the people being destroyed and whatnot, the city
You gotta
pounded.
think about it. He probably. You know what's funny? I never thought a moment that guy was like bad.
No, I didn't.
In
think that either.
because you got to think about, like, if that's they probably are holding his family as well. Like, hey, if you don't do this mission and you don't get your car back, we're gonna kill your kids.
Well,
Like, okay, I'm gonna go get your car. You know what I mean?
well, Lando ridiculed him in front of Vier.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, that was nasty. I didn't like that at all.
He made him feel
Like-
really small.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that at all.
I didn't like that at all either. But you could see that he was like swallowing
His pride.
pride, you know?
100%.
And that sucked. That was a hard scene to watch. So I really felt bad for him. But I don't think he had any ill will.
I keep saying
towards
Sheridan. I apologize.
any ill will towards to Jakar. But Jakar still would have been murdered.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
no doubt in my mind that he would have been hacked to pieces and sent every piece into some part of some William Wallace type of execution. You know?
Yes, I agree with that. No, I really liked it. I really, really enjoyed that episode specifically. Again, the bomber episode could be a build-up, could be something that we see in the future. I just didn't like the one thing I didn't like about that episode is other than this guy just being a psychopath,
It could have been better.
what else? Like, was he a part of? He was a part of an organization, from what
Or
we
just
know.
mentally ill.
He wasn't like, okay, yeah, but why put it in the show?
No, but again, I really do think during that time, the news irrelevant about the Unabomber and Ted Kaczynski, like that was in the news. So I think they were trying to be relevant to what was going on in the 90s and current events.
Huh.
That's what I think was going on. You know, it just doesn't translate well now at this point. At least I don't think so.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, with that said, guys, are you guys ready? This episode again is called PTG. Season 3, episode 4, Passing Through Gethsemane. You guys ready? Let's do this.
You realize this is an extremely dangerous situation.
He's been through much worse.
I think he's doomed.
Not a chance.
They're playing board games.
Is that Grima Wormtongue?
Is it?
Since I've always always thought that if you're gonna sin, you may as well go for one of the really big ones.
If you don't mind,
That the guy that
That
plays
looks like
Chucky?
him.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, they are playing a board game.
Concentrate all you want. There's nowhere you can go.
Check. And I do believe, mate.
Just slam the table.
You want to tell me where you learned that little move?
Divine inspiration. Edward, show the captain what you showed me.
Oh, I'm sure that the captain has better things to do with his time.
Not anymore. What is it?
What is that? These are where the monks are hiding out in the floorboards.
Like crystal meth.
I keep telling him he should sell them. Work of this quality could fetch quite a price, and the order could certainly use the money.
Do you really like it?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then when I've finished it, it's yours, if you'll have it.
I'd be honored, thank you.
Okay.
He's a bad guy. That's a way to plant a
Hey.
sound device.
Hey, that's the Wardon ship. Yep, Kosh is leaving.
I wonder if we ever go to where they live at any point.
Returning.
Sure, Sinclair?
Winners?
Oh,
Is that her mom?
Lita?
Nah. No.
Lita, that's her name?
I think
Hello,
so.
Commander.
That's the one who's
I
in
said
love
I'd
with
be
Kosh.
back.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
isn't that the one that ended up
That's, the one,
racing her or something like that, or helping her?
that's the one who found out that winter was winters.
Oh, skip this part.
Everybody look at their phones at this exact moment.
Oh, wow. Actually, a tissue. Nah, but I think we've already seen everything here.
I wonder what she's doing back. Is she doing something with Kosh?
I guess. Maybe they're like telepathically merged.
We have seen everything.
Because they said she's coming back for a ritual, so she's probably getting married to
A
Kosh.
ritual.
You think so?
You think the marriage?
It's a form of ritual.
Passing through Gethsemane?
Kissimmee.
I can't wait for them to pronounce it on the show. I do like this opening. This opening is pretty good.
Much better than the first season.
The first two.
100%. But now that I see it, you know the type of opening this is reminding me of? The Hunger Games. They're popping
The
it
Hunger
up.
Games.
You know
I
how
see
when
it.
they're inside the dome and they're popping up when they die? And then-
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Ambassador Kosh says you'll be working for him from now on. Was this a condition for being released?
It's
or-
entirely my decision. I'll be based here, but I'll be gone much of the time.
You do realize that sooner or later the Psychor is going to find out that you've come back.
For real.
Yeah, they're gonna want to know about the Vorlons. Look at that.
Nobody's ever been to the Vorlon homeworld and back again. Yet she goes and comes back like she just took a trip to the corner store. And now she's working for Kosh. Is anybody else as creeped out?
I am. I'm completely creeped out by this. What's going on?
Well, if it makes you happy and we get what we need, who am I to argue? You can tell Brother Theo you've got a deal.
Thank you, and he will be very pleased.
I'll call the head office.
Someone is gonna be mad with them for sure.
Now, there's an interesting good luck charm.
Brother Theo's gonna end up being powerful if he keeps this up. Am I wrong? Like, he's
That's
gonna make an
not mine.
economy going on?
It fell from your bag.
Yeah.
I don't remember putting it there. I think I would have remembered a black rose.
The Black Rose.
Wasn't there an assassin who did that? Was
If I remember, or was this something?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Narn assassin group thing. No?
was it
Was
Narn?
it Black Rose or
I
was
think it was. I don't know. I don't remember now.
The one that Natoff like acted like she was a part of.
After which time the 12-person jury found Lester James Monroe guilty of the 7 murders committed during a 10-day killing spree in New Vegas. Monroe has been sentenced to the death of personality. The mind wipe will take place Monday at midnight.
That's
Death
too
or
hard.
personality?
Yeah, that's when they wipe your brain out. You're somebody else. You're brand new. That's crazy. They did it to somebody else.
What exactly is this death of personality?
Well, it started up when everybody decided the death penalty was a bad idea. By erasing all his memories, you destroy the personality that committed the murders. You then build a new personality and send him someplace where he won't run into the family of his victims. And after that, he spends the rest of his life doing community service.
It's still pretty dark.
Oh, I'm an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth kind of guy, Ambassador.
So you support a system that would leave everyone blind and toothless?
That's a horrible way, I think. I'd rather be killed than a mind wipe.
There does seem to be an unusually high level of oxygen in your bloodstream. Now, I can't quite see why that's happening.
Then I'd better get going. I don't want to keep the ambassador waiting.
You think they made her immortal? Remember when Kaj killed that? You guys not ready for immortality? You think that's something they can hand out?
Yet he gave it to Jack the Ripper. So yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, no, they keep him frozen.
Yeah, it was that.
And it's assassination attempt. Death walks among you. That was loud.
Yeah, it's right there.
I'll get you into another quarters for tonight, and my people will go over this place tomorrow and see what they can find. Is that okay?
Yeah, at least something, man. Question is now, why are they targeting him?
That's what I was thinking. Why would he be the target?
Probably because he's making a lot of business people upset.
You have been to the Vorlon homeworld, haven't you?
Dude, you better calm down.
Yeah?
For an hour of your time to find out what you have seen there. Oh. Lita, I understand
Disgusting.
the Psi Corps is looking for you.
This guy, bro.
You gonna stick that low?
I'm not bound by their rules. So if someone were to turn me in, I'd find him. And before they took me, I'd plant a nightmare deep in his mind where no one else could find or remove it. For the rest of his life, screaming.
And keep your threats to yourself.
You threatened her.
Yeah, really.
For you, personally, what is the defining moment of your belief? Not the history, the doctrines, but the emotional core of it.
She's gonna make him doubt.
On the night before our Lord was crucified, he spent the night alone in the Garden of Gethsemane. And he knew that they were going to come for him, and in a moment of weakness, he asked if this cup could pass from him. And of course, the cup would not pass, and the soldiers would come to Kissimmee. But he did not have to be there when they arrived. He could have chosen to leave. He knew what would happen, but he chose to stay, to sacrifice himself, and thus atone for the sins of others. It's a very fragile human moment. And I honestly don't know if I would have had the courage to have stayed.
Okay, so some character development.
Again, I want to thank both of you. Good night.
I wonder, but why is he marked? Like, why would they want to kill him?
Is he gonna get attacked like right now?
Probably. A second, I'm liking this guy.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's all right.
I knew it.
What is that?
Hey, Charlie.
Is it a death of personality?
Yeah, it is. He's a mind wave guy. Remembering.
Yeah.
That's a victim. Is it one of his victims?
So do you think that the Black Rose ended up triggering a memory? That he just been carrying that around
Maybe-
unconsciously?
Okay, maybe it's the fact that somebody knows who he used to be and got somebody to go kill him. But maybe you're right. Maybe that black rose is triggering something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a perfect science wiping people. Huh.
He plays serial killers very well, the actor.
Bad guys.
Are you all right?
No. No, I'm not. Things have been happening, Theo.
I will assume that Theo knows about his past.
Probably.
I'm having memories. Memories of things I never did or thought I never did. I don't know where they're coming from or what they mean.
Then perhaps it's best to leave them alone.
No, he definitely
He knows. He
Yeah.
knows.
He definitely knows.
Nothing. Never mind.
I get that he's a criminal and probably did some horrible things, but this sucks.
Computer. Cross-reference and analyze. Items. The phrase, death walks among you. Check criminal records on Earth and associated colonies.
Processing.
Yikes.
Time required for comprehensive analysis, 4 hours.
I don't know if that quick enough. Today's computering.
I would hate for him to discover that at some earlier time in his life, he was something very different.
I can't believe it. Not him.
Neither can I. If I know Edward, he certainly started digging into this on his own. I need you to get there first. We must get to the truth before he does, or I fear for his life and his sanity.
Yeah, but he was already marked, right? There was a rose on him.
Yeah. Because even the lady ended up commenting on it.
Well, even the one Centauri, when he bumped into him, he was kind of weird.
Analysis complete.
Oh boy, here we go.
Show me.
At 12:05 tonight, the death of personality was carried out against Charles Dexter, also known as the Black Rose Killer. 9 people were murdered by Dexter before he was found, arrested, and convicted. Following the mind wipe, Dexter will be transported out of the Orion system and put to work serving the society harmed by his actions.
Yep. That's him.
Dude, what a mind F.
What do you do?
You know what I mean?
Bro?
What
That's
do you
crazy.
do in that situation?
How'd he end up in a monastery?
After they erased his memory, they transferred him to an interim facility back home. Apparently there was a fire and he was presumed killed. Oh, Captain, one other thing. According to station records, the Black Rose archives were accessed about 5 hours ago. A computer signature was the system in Brother Edward's quarters.
He knows.
Yep.
You think he's going to become a murderer again?
Do you know what it's like to wake up one day and discover you're a monster, a murderer?
Listen to me, Edward. We can work this out.
No, it's too late.
No.
How can I confess my sins to God if I don't even know what they are?
Jesus Christ.
He makes a point.
You've helped people, cared for people.
It's not enough. I am a murderer, Theo. The sins of my former life must be atoned for. There must be justice.
If you ask God to forgive your sins, He knows what they are, even if you've forgotten. Leave it in His hands.
Goodbye, Theo.
Space himself. That's a hard one.
It recorded voices in the hallway, voices Edward thought were just in his head. So I had my people check the area.
What?
Somebody tapped into the PA system and used it to rattle him. We also found traces of a chemical on the wall of his quarters that would look like blood for a few minutes, then disappear.
So someone knew about him. Yep.
Probably a victim's family
Yeah,
member or
they're
something.
trying to trigger his memories.
No, but he's doing this on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. They're
he's,
not happy with
if
him.
he's bringing back these memories. Those are all his victims? How haunting.
Or their families.
It took us 9 years to find you, but we finally ran you to ground. Look around. You know who we are?
I think so.
They don't have the guts to do what is necessary, but I do. Get up.
I'm assuming he's going to be willing to everything he's asked for because he's just ridden with guilt.
Who hired you?
Sorry, that information is confidential.
They're gonna kill him, aren't they?
Well, it's none of my concern. I did a job. That's the end of it. The wipe was very complete. Fortunately, there's a great deal of redundancy in the brain. You have no jurisdiction over Centauri telepaths, so you can't arrest me. And you can't use another telepath to pull the information out of my brain. Because your Psy-Corps has rules forbidding such activities.
Right, lead us here.
Then we have a little surprise for you.
She doesn't work for Psy-Corps.
Let it go. Let it go or I'll fry every synapse you've got.
How strong is she?
Brown 42. They're in Brown 42.
Good job.
She was vicious about it, wasn't she? I mean,
like,
Yeah, but she don't belong to no group no more.
like mentally, she did. Give me that.
Sheridan sent her out like she was a hunting dog. Go.
Right, really.
Do it.
like a hawk.
Oh, dear God.
In here! Someone help! In here!
Is he dead?
What a foreshadowing, though. When he was telling Dylan the story on his faith.
Yeah.
At least we have the answer of what he would do and if he was in that
actually
situation.
stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knew they were gonna come.
Easy. Okay, you got him? Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts about this. We'll have a conversation after this episode.
I knew what was going to happen. I am waiting for them to come, so forgive them for doing what had to be done. I always wanted to know if I would have the courage to stay at the Garden of Gethsemane.
Yep.
Captain, something you should see.
You did this?
Yeah, I don't deny it. He had it coming after all these years and murdering son of a...
Captain, come on, back off. Get him down to lockup now. Move it. Captain, calm down. Calm down.
You know, the hypocritical thing about this is that the captain would have done the same thing had he found out that guy killed his wife.
Vice versa.
You know, I mean, he would have done the same exact thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm afraid. Is there enough forgiveness for what I've done?
Always, Edward.
Boy got no jaw.
Take my hand. Through the mysteries of our redemption, may Almighty God release you from all punishments in this life and in the life to come. Look with compassion on your servant Edward, who has trusted in your promises. Welcome him to your kingdom in peace. I grant you a full pardon and remission of all your sins. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Damn. I almost got me emotional.
Got me emotional.
You take away a man's life, memory, and payment for his crimes. It's still not enough. Where does revenge end and justice begin?
I don't know, buddy. You tell us.
Forgiveness is a hard thing, isn't it, Theo?
I don't think anything can ever be more difficult.
Brother Theo, I'm ready to go now.
Good.
The same person that killed the monk.
Captain, this is Brother Malcolm. He has just joined the Order under most unusual circumstances. I asked for him specifically.
It is an honor to meet you, Captain. I've heard so much about
This just weirds me out even more now.
You must excuse the Captain, Malcolm. You interrupted his train of thought. I believe you were saying that forgiveness is a hard thing, but something ever to strive for.
Yes. Yes, I was. Good luck to you. I hope things work out.
I'm sure it will. Thank you, sir.
I can't wait for the conversation after this. It's going to be cooked up. I know it. Oh. Are they making sweet loving?
So.
Vorlon with
Airing out that
humans.
suit. Airing out that suit.
Vorlon with humans. Oh, yeah. They doing it, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Dang, he going deep.
She got gills. What the hell?
All right. What the hell was that about?
I like how they throw a little Easter egg at the end there. what just happened,
What
bro?
just happened there?
She looked like y'all seen
She
Harry
like
Potter?
Ariel from Little Mermaid.
Y'all seen Harry Potter when they take that little seaweed? Yeah, that's what it looks like, dude.
They probably are giving her immortality.
Well,
I don't know what she got
not
on.
the county here.
That's a little weird though. Hey, I guess everybody, man.
Wow. Anyway, guys, what a great written episode. Like there was a lot. It didn't advance the main story that we were watching, that we were waiting for.
Yeah.
But the story, the plot, the premise of this episode was fantastic. The idea, which even the first time when we first heard it, the whole mind wipe was frightening. That idea was frightening. So seeing it where I guess you come back, well, like it was forced back. So I originally thought that it was naturally coming back. That's what I thought originally. But it was being forced back to him. So maybe the science is still better than we thought it would be.
Yeah.
But the concept of you right now, as we are right now, to know that the fact that we were murderers once.
I like that.
That we took out people and we're not even aware of it.
And then we become the polar opposite.
Hey, we're polar opposite. But even then, if you're having nightmares, you find out about it. That's
I mean, he didn't really have nightmares.
Horrifying.
He didn't have nightmares up until
They were
that.
planting it.
Yeah, but
like he was completely fine.
I know, but I'm saying it's horrifying knowing that you're not who you are.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know that's
yeah, of course.
That's frightening.
That is frightening. I honestly I think he would have acted like a lot of us would have acted. Like if we are wiped to be now the servant of the community and God at that point, and we find out that we've killed 9 others specifically. Oh, that's 9 people is a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
One's too many.
Only woman too. You hear that? So he's a killer of only woman. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for what he did. Honestly,
but I don't blame the other guy either.
I don't either. No,
the other guy who wanted to get him killed.
I don't blame him at all. And I don't think Sheridan I don't think he has a what's it called, a place to stand on, because he would have done the same thing probably that other guy did.
He's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been through. You guys know my story. I've been through stuff.
Yeah.
And the idea of forgiving somebody is a hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard to forgive someone who wronged you, especially a horrible way. But it's also very freeing that you've been forgiven, or you're forgiving somebody, because now you end up living with that
hatred,
that bitterness in you. You know, God forbid you find out they're doing well and they got whatever's going on, whatever, you get that in you, like, you know what, why are you doing well after what you did to me, whatever. Like, and then here as victims of, like, you know, you lost family, people were killed, right? People were killed it makes sense that their family will want to go after him. Oh, he's free. He's on Babylon 5. Well, let's go get him.
Yeah.
You know? So, especially for a loved one. You know, I'm a dad. I got 2 girls. God forbid. God bless my girls. God forbid something was to. Well, listen. Remember not long ago, somebody put his hands on my daughter at the school, and I was at school in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, I was ready to drive right through the school.
Yeah.
You know, so I like the realism of this episode. Even though, if you think about it,
I like the ending.
This is sci-fi, right? But this concept of the mind wipe over an execution considered to be something humane. Is it really? Like, where you stand on this? Like right now, if we had this, how would you feel about someone who has been a murderer, someone who is, on the list to die? I'll give you an example. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you an example. That guy from Boston, from the Boston Marathon, the one who I think right now he's on death row, and there's a chance for him, like they might throw that kid out the window. But if you were a victim of this man, like I think there was like a 10-year-old boy who died in the bombing, right? And you were part of that family. Would you be okay with a mind wipe?
Yes.
Like what would satisfy your justice for you? What would be justice for you? And I like where this episode went with that. You know, like what exactly is justice? How do we get there? Even to the point where, okay, you have the mind wipe and maybe the road to redemption. But not everybody, at the very end, you saw how Sheridan didn't want to shake that guy's hand.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's something still there that that's not enough. That isn't enough for some people. So I like this whole idea. And I also like the point of view of the guy. Like, he's waking up to these memories. He's waking up to what he's done. And he's feeling horrible about what he's done, and I'm glad.
You know what I did? I am glad at that part. I'm glad that I didn't turn him I like what
that was my feeling. Like, oh my god, I hope they can trigger him to start killing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like he's gonna go back in the monastery and just kill all the monks. Like, you know what I mean.
So his quest to at that moment realize what he did, and that guiltiness, and how could I ask God for forgiveness if I don't even know what I did? Mm-hmm. And then when Theo at the end gave him that the benediction, the last rites, that was so moving. I found that powerful. That need to be forgiven, that need for redemption, and then but really be remorseful about what he did.
For me, was more in the sense, like I was mentioning before about the foreshadowing. When he was talking to Julien about that, his biggest fear is the fact that he wouldn't think that he would have the strength to stay in a room.
And that tie-in was so well done.
And yet he was like, I knew you guys were gonna come. So it's like I was like, dang, that character development right there. It's like you saw that throughout the episode.
I really loved this episode.
I really did.
And the actor Wormtongue, I wish I knew his real name. That guy killed it. He killed that episode. I mean, you really felt everything he was feeling.
Yep.
Yes.
Everything he sensed. Even when all the family members came in, and he's on his knees, praying, and they all came in, and he was so accepting of the fact, like whatever this outcome is, he was gonna accept it for whatever.
Yep.
Like you really felt that way for him.
Yep.
And you didn't know what to cheer or boo.
Yep.
So I like that so much about this show, that it challenges your thoughts. It challenges your thoughts on ethics or your beliefs on how do you feel about certain aspects of how we handle things. Especially in this case, it's justice. At the same time, it's also religious, right? Religious views. And they started off that way with these religious views. But golly, this episode I thought was powerful. This could have been a standalone movie. Like the whole movie could have been about the mind wipe and people adjusting and this happening. I would have watched 2 hours of this with no problem.
The first person that went through it.
Yeah, the history behind it happening.
Yeah.
Like I could see a whole movie based off of this particular concept that this particular episode showed. I thought it was powerful. I thought it was dope. That's what I feel. Those are my 2 cents. I'm done.
I think you kind of explained it all.
I'm sorry, guys.
I don't know if there's any other thoughts that we have. However, I do have a thought. What the hell was I think I hit it on the spot. I think they're a relationship now, man. I think her.
Who?
Yeah.
Caution.
Yeah, man. I think they're in there like swimwear, baby. I think that's a thing, bro.
Do you think that he's it looked like he was inside of her.
Oh yeah,
and he was probably controlling her.
Well, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't
so.
say controlling. I would feel like more feeding information of everything he's learned.
Listen,
I think that's sex. I think they were having.
At that point,
I think they were having intercourse, and somehow this intercourse has turned into a transfer of information.
Hey, man,
somehow,
all I know, that's how the Vorlons get down, man.
Listen,
that's how they get down.
I hope not. I hope not. It should be sexier than that. No.
And she's gonna
Not at
slowly
all.
turn into a Vorlon. I
And
think
she's
that's what
there.
it is. Go ahead.
I think it's a transfer of energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you look as
I'd be transferred energy too.
Hey man, that's how the Vorlons
It
get
just
down.
looks different. Mine looks way different. It's white though.
No, oh my God. I don't want to get banned, sir. Okay.
Anyway,
Behave yourself.
as the episodes progress, you can kind of see Lita getting like not sickly, but she kind of looks more and more pale as the episode.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you caught
Yeah,
that.
because she was possessed by Kosh.
She was by. Yeah. I did see that though. I'm glad that you caught on to it because when she went to the room, like when she was walking around, I'm like, you look like crap.
Yeah.
You look gray. You look disgusting.
Your eyes are sunken. You
know-
look like you need a nap.
I'm
and a
almost positive that she's turning slowly into
A Vorlon?
a Vorlon. Yeah, because remember yes, I do say this.
No.
And I say this because you need to get read up on energy. And the reason you're probably looking sickly like that is because you ain't in a suit, most likely. So it makes sense why they're always in that suit.
No. I don't think she's turning into a Vorlon.
All right,
If anything, when you
shut up. You've had too
listen,
much to
when
say.
you start
Gerard, talk.
you were in Boston. You were in Boston for about a week. Had you been there 2 weeks, you would have came back with a Boston accent. So that's
No.
how people are. So she just came back with Vorlon with a Vorlon accent.
Hold up.
No.
Because
Let Gerard talk.
Oh wait, hold up. Because the fact that she ended up going to Vorlon, and especially let's not forget the scene with Franklin, letting her know that she no longer has iron deficiency, whatever.
She was Kosh.
But it's because probably which I kind of threw like a little small theory. When it comes to the Vorlon world, right? It's based on I feel like they have the best of the best at that point. Fresh air, fresh everything. So
Jack
if
the
anything,
Ripper.
if that's the case, so with her body having to get used to the atmosphere over there, to then having to come out, which Michael ended up saying probably because of the suit thing itself. I feel like maybe Kosh is having to actually either pour energy into her so then she doesn't die after now being into the impure world, being out of the impurity at that point.
When she came
died.
back, my bad. When she came back, not this episode, but the last episode when she came back, the Talia Winters episode.
Yeah.
Remember at the end, she told Koch, "Can I see this again?" I think at that moment when they melded together.
I think
because he was like, he just
becoming
shoot
Vorlon.
up and he's like, come here.
I think she's becoming Vorlon.
I don't think it's Vorlon. I just think
Yeah.
I think she's getting.
No, you know
I
what
think
this-
she's getting used to the
I think she's
Vorlon
Vorlon,
environment,
man.
and Kosh is gonna have to take care of her. now.
Listen,
and I think they're getting. They're
according
forming
to
into
lore,
one.
when a vampire bites you, you become a servant to this vampire. So she's a minion. That's what it is. She's just a minion, not a Vorlon. She's not a Vorlon.
She becoming one. She becoming one.
It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't
It
work
does.
that way.
I've seen it.
No,
I've
it's
seen it.
No, you've not.
You haven't seen it. How
I
do you
have
know?
seen it. I've
How do
seen
you
it.
know?
I've seen it.
How you I know?
My
You
daughter.
YouTube it?
My daughter's a Vorlon. My daughter's a Vorlon. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, listen.
Wait. Julian has something to say. Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
No, I was just saying there's metaphysical changes that have been happening to her. So I mean,
The
Well, she
little-
got gills?
The little gill.
gills
That
and
was
not
weird.
only gills, but everything that he mentioned, like how
Yeah,
her
it's-
iron deficiency, her hernia, and everything like that. Maybe we should send you there.
But going back to what
Yeah,
you said,
we
remember
need
what
to put you on
I
a
would love
ship.
to go back. Yeah,
Yeah,
bring it back.
Yo.
Please, can you get rid of this?
Yeah.
At least this gone. At least 150 pounds of it. I'm just saying, if they kept, and you mentioned earlier, if they kept Jack the Ripper alive
Yeah, but
for so
no,
long, what makes you think that they're not doing the same thing with her?
No, but the thing is with him is that they end up freezing him. They end up freezing him into he's called upon, and then they give him what he needs to do.
That's fire.
Because I remember that from that.
Yeah,
episode.
but
with her,
but
and
how
that was
long?
his penitence.
But how long? Hold up. How long? They didn't freeze him right away because he knew a lot about Vorlons. How long was he being taught by the Vorlons before they said, "Okay, you got to go freeze up," and made him look at
Exactly,
to Han Solo?
But I think it's
1874 or
different.
whatever.
Yeah, I think it's different on his thing because they're using him and preserving him just how he is. Meanwhile, she's actually developing the concept of their world So then at that point, she's evolving from a human.
I think that if Winters is gone from the show, if that's the case, and we already had a big build-up with her with Ironheart, right? And she was supposed to be some super kick-ass telepath. I think now that she's gone, they probably don't do something like that with Lita. Like that's her story being built because maybe that was part of the original story.
And I think,
but not a Vorlon.
I think Ironheart is eventually evolving to become a Vorlon. Their energy.
Ironheart's a god at this point.
I think he's a Vorlon.
I mean, all right, let's make a bet.
Why?
If
why make a bet?
Because I know you're wrong. If she doesn't become a Vorlon, you got to buy me a steak dinner. If she becomes a Vorlon, I have to buy you a steak dinner.
All right, the steak. Yeah? Can I cut it up and then make it real tiny?
We're gonna try.
Because you said a dinner, right? It could be a tiny dinner. Tiny dinner.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't eat tiny dinner. Look at me.
No.
What about me says I eat a tiny dinner?
Exactly. We need to get you on the tiny dinners.
The TV dinners, the Salisbury steak.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a nice. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a nice.
I want a Kansas City strip is what I want. And I'll get you what do you call that?
Dog food.
Picanha.
I love picanha. I do.
Wagyu steak. There you go.
Nah, that's way too much money. Well, anyway.
Yeah, we ain't got that much money like that.
I'm just saying that this episode was great. I'm gonna give this episode easy 10 for being an episode that I don't think, at least I don't know, other than what might be happening with Lita. It wasn't the main story. It's more of a side story, but it was a great side story. It was,
a 10 is pretty good.
Of all the, you know what we gotta do? We gotta rate all the side stories.
I think
all the fillers.
I like that.
Like
all the fillers.
All the fillers. We should rate. Look at all the filler episodes.
Yeah.
And rate them which one, like the top 3 filler episodes.
Yeah.
TKO. No,
please.
All right.
Anyway, guys, if you like what we're doing, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. We do appreciate you hanging out with us during this journey. You know, when you saw this episode, how did you feel? Because this was a really good, powerful episode.
Oh yeah.
When you first saw it, what were your thoughts about this? You know, especially the whole idea of forgiveness, redemption, or having your mind justice and revenge. All that was part of this. Well, I don't know what you think about this episode, guys. Please put it in the comments section without any spoilers about what's coming up in the future. What do you think about also Lita turning into Little Mermaid on us? Right? She was getting her voice. That's what was going on.
Oh yeah. What do you think about the?
What do you think about that, guys? For real. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us, guys. Listen, this episode will be available on our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. The link is in the description, guys. Along with every other episode that we've done before on this channel, you're gonna find the unedited version on our Patreon. As well as we have a merchandise store, guys. If you want to buy some merch from us, that'd be great. Again, the link is in the description, guys. Listen, we are Our Knights. I'm Ray.
And I'm Gerard.
I'm Julien.
I'm Michael.
Guys, we'll see you soon.
Take care.
Take care.